If you're watching this right now, at least one of these anime is in your top 10 list, and it tells me literally everything I need to know about you. You watched a show about a time-traveling teenager who falls down a well and immediately gets herself into a toxic situationship with a dog boy who's literally being pinned down by his ex, and you wonder why you're like this? You only start some kind of cleaning, organization project that inevitably results in you getting tired or bored, so it just turns into a pile of pandemonium, and if you only have one derealization episode today, you're gonna call it a win. You also think you might be neurodivergent. One of your favorite anime is about a delinquent who becomes a supernatural cop who solves problems by punching at them, and everything always escalates into a tournament arc organized by bored demons who have nothing better to do than throw formal fighting competitions with increasingly absurd power scaling, and this is why you keep giving people the benefit of the doubt who have no business receiving it. You have the most civil, well-mannered crash-outs because you're nothing if not polite, and you're offended that in this day and age, you're still expected to do laundry and dishes like you're a boxcar child. You also think you might be neurodivergent. Oh my god, you were so into this show about a clinical, clumsy crybaby who has to fight evil in a miniskirt and heels with more transformation sequences and actual fighting, while a mysterious guy in a tux shows up occasionally to throw a rose and then dip, but it was one of the few queer representations available to you at the time, so you took what you could get. Nowadays, you claim to be a woman of science, but participate in some kind of woo because, in your words, it's not gonna hurt, and you fairly recently understood what was meant by the phrase feminine rage. You know that when a woman is having a conversation with a man and goes, "Girl," that is one of the highest honors that can be bestowed, and at any time anyone asks if you're hungry, you will always say without fail, "I could eat." You also think you might be neurodivergent. One of your favorite shows is about space bounty hunters and crippling debt who chase criminals across the solar system while aggressively avoiding their backstories in a series that's 90% jazz and 10% actual bounty hunting, but 100% philosophical anxiety spiral, and that's why you still own a DVD player and have to unwind every night with a bag full of giggle grass. You work with a guy who can barely spell his name for what seems to be no other reason than to piss you off, and someone recently told you to think about your future, but all that accomplished was getting you to chuckle as you gestured at the world around you. You also think you might be neurodivergent.